Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. I'm incredibly proud of how these came out because they are very, very symmetrical and mirrored looking, which was the goal. And that was very, very difficult to do because they are very different phrases. In fact, this is a 5-word phrase, while this is only a 4-word phrase. And there was only one word that's the same between them, and that's the word is. So I kind of built everything around the word is because I knew that I could make that the same and mirrored and then tried to make as many other similarities as possible, as well as a similar balance and footprint. And I think I succeeded. So this design was made possible by the start and orientation marker. Yay! So these start markers tell you where to start reading and which way is counterclockwise and where the bottom is. So this marker here tells you that the bottom is here and you go this way for counterclockwise. So the bottom of this design is not the bottom of the design in the picture. And that will be a lot easier to tell when it's actually on the arm, because these are going to be forearm tattoos and arms move, so what is down changes depending on where your arm is. So anyway, we have start markers. Yay. And I put a secondary one here to show that you start reading this phrase, bottom counterclockwise, and this one is kind of more towards the middle bottom, to show that this is the bottom of the whole design, so you don't have to refer back to this one if you're reading like a word up here or something. So this is kind of superfluous. It also filled up some empty space, and I liked how it looked. So anyway, I put it there. So here's our big start, and this means we start here. So this is the bottom, which means we continue here, and our first letter is this vowel. This is an A because it's outside the word circle. Oh, and you typically read this script starting at the bottom and going counterclockwise. You don't need to start indicator if you're doing it like normal like that. You just need it if you're doing it abnormally like this. So we have our start indicator. So we have the A, and then we can turn around, and here we have a double letter. A double letter is made with a double line. So this is a double circle inside the word circle, meaning our letters in this row. And there's 1, 2, 3 dots attached to the L here. This is the word all, A-double-L. So all, and then we have this word, which again, the bottom is not here. The bottom is here. So we have the K with 2 dots, and then we have the N, and then an O, and then it has 1 line. And then we have this shallow divot with 2 lines, so that would be a W. And then continue around. Here's the L with 3 dots, an E inside the L, a D with 3 dots, and then a G, and then the E at the end. So K-N-O-W-L-E-D-G-E. So knowledge. Continuing around, here we have our is. And again, the bottom's here, so we start here. I, S. 1, 2, 3 lines on the S. S is here. And now we have this word. Again, the bottom is here. So we start with this shallow divot with 1, 2 lines. So that's a W, O, R, and then we have this circle on the line of the word circle. And there's a lot of junk passing through it, but nothing ends on it. So that's just a TH. So worth, and then our last letter, last word here, we have this deep divot with 1, 2 lines. Again, the bottom is this way, because that's what the start indicator, that's at the bottom of the design. So we have an H, A, V, I, and then we have this NG, 1, 2, 3 lines. Very sneaky NG. So having. Okay, now we have our next design. And here's where things go nuts. The start indicator's here. That means this is the bottom. That means counterclockwise is actually clockwise because it's pointing this way. And that was the only way I could do it that made the words symmetrical like this. I figured it was worth it, even though it makes it hard to read and relies on these start indicators and orientation markers. So here's our first letter of our first word, and we have a B, deep divot, and then we have an E. Then we have these 2 letters. And because these are in line with each other, that means they're attached. So we read the consonant before the vowel. So these are not in line with each other. This is over here, where this is over here, but these are both right in line with each other. So we read the K first, 1, 2 dots on the K, And in this script, you can use the letter C, typically only in proper nouns or acronyms, or if you want to put 4 dots there. Otherwise, you can swap it with a K. So I actually used the letter C here, because I would rather have a C than an S, and the word sufficient. Sorry, I forgot what word it was. I'm glad I can read it. So in the word sufficient, I remember that this doesn't really make an S or a K sound. It kind of makes a sh, an SH sound, but that's not really normal to do. Didn't swap it as, I just left it as a C because sufficient, the C has a weird sound. So anyway, this is an actual letter C because it was on a weird word. This is a normal letter K because is a normal word and the C goes K, so you use a K. Anyway, it's late. I drew for 10 hours today, so I'm rambling. Okay, so here we have the K, and then the A outside the word circle, and then a U with a line going outwards, and then we have this shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 lines. That would be an S, and then we have the E at the end of that. So B-E-K-A-U-S-E, so because. And then our next word is here. This, again, is the bottom, so this is our first letter, and I want to erase that circle. I'll take care of that right now. I'm going to do it. Let's go. This is going to be a special video. So, yeah, I drew all of these today. I want my SVG file, because I want that little line in there erased. It doesn't even affect the translation. I just like erasing the lines behind my vowels. And this has a line behind it. Yes, I'm doing... No, stay. Come on, drag. Okay. Path. I'm going to cut. Cut to the path. Zoom. Inkscape crashed. So we cannot record and have Inkscape open, otherwise it crashes. So I will change that later. Anyway, stop it. This is a great video, quality content. I'm gonna keep going because reasons. I don't want to restart it. Anyway, we're reading this word, which I totally forgot what word it is, but we're just gonna read it and see what it is. We have an S, 1, 2, 3 lines on a shallow divot, like that. Then we have a U, line going outwards. And then we have an R. I remember what word it is. It's survival. Then we have a shallow divot with 3 dots, which is an R. And then we have a V, 1 line. I, line going towards the middle. V, 1 line. I, N, G. It's surviving, not survival. Okay, I've completely forgotten what this quote is, even though I drew it today. So thank goodness I can read this stuff. So, surviving. And then we have this word, bottoms. Here we're going clockwise, not counterclockwise, because of that thing. We have an I, S, another is just like that one. And then this word is kind of tricky because the bottom, again, is this way. So this is our last letter. It's kind of close to where the bottom is, but this is the actual bottom because up and down is the new bottom. So we have an I, line going inwards. S, then we have the N, 1 line on it. And then we have an S, 1, 2, 3 lines. U, line going outwards. Then we have another double letter, just like the double L here, except this is a double F with 1, 2, 3 lines. I, C with 4 dots. I, E on the line, N, and then a T. So insufficient. So yeah, we have all knowledge is worth having because surviving is insufficient. And again, I'm going to point out some of the stuff I'm incredibly proud of. This N in insufficient, I made mirror the connection between the NG and having along with the, what word is this? W-O-R, worth. So, yeah, there's so much stuff. I need a break. I'm going to end this video. I hope you like your design.